Hi guys and welcome to Bomb Anime.
It's your girl Ruka.
And Big Boy Summer here bringing you our part 2 of our Heart or Not on the strongest sage with the weakest crest.
Matty was basically finding out that demons have fully infiltrated into the current society and somehow magic is backwards. I liked the fact that they did explain that to me because I was thinking, how on earth did magic get set back? Like, how could the demons convince everyone to be way dumber? It's not that much of a long time. It's okay, it's a couple thousand years, but you know, come on, seriously. But it turns out that when he reincarnated, a bunch of magical reactors went off and basically wiped out all of their technology, wiped out everything, and everyone had to start from scratch. They basically went back to the Dark Ages.
Yeah, they did think well about the story here because it made no sense on surface level, but when they dug deep, it did make sense. I'm dubious as to how there isn't some form of like part of society that kept the magic or kept the technology. Maybe we might see that in future, but yeah, it kind of made sense and it didn't.
Yeah, I get what you're saying because I had the same issue with it because everything feels too smooth, like everything happens so easily. All of a sudden, Matty's technologies, everything that he created is all over the gaff, yet you just said that everything went missing. You had to start from scratch, but all of your inventions are littering everywhere. There was that as well. And also the king just happening to have a bunch of Matty's things in the treasury, even things that they didn't know how to use or work. Yet later on in the season, we see that things that they didn't know what they were, they scrapped. Just a lot of things that were just, you know, on the verge.
Let's go over the edge then. The girls that he was with, which I honestly can't remember their names, but they leveled up really quickly, alarmingly quickly, from going from I don't know how to use wordless spells to taking down demons in an episode and a half. It was really weird that that was okay, but you mean to tell me you can't level everyone up like that, or society's gone backward? Like, no one in their right mind thought that wordless magic was a good idea. No one survived the reactors. Everyone died. Like, no, because society's still here. Do you get what I mean? Far-fetched. That's what I'm saying. It's a reach. Straw clutching is basically alleged to this point.
I like that this character has reincarnated, and instead of it just being a story about him being OP, he actually was leveling up all of society. By the end of the season, everybody basically knew castless magic that was in their original town. Everybody knew wordless magic. Everybody's powers became better. So I actually really like that aspect. But yes, just like you were saying, I also had a problem with the fact that everybody seemed to figure everything out really, really quickly. It made it feel like there was no stakes. Even at the end episode when he gets killed, within seconds, he's like back alive. It just makes it feel like there's no stakes for anything, and everything just comes so easily. There's no sense of a challenge, even though the whole thing is a story about challenging the demons.
Yeah, I wanted to know more about the story about Matty or Gaius or whatever name he wants to go by. Because, okay, you reincarnated, but you didn't keep all your powers, or did you keep all your powers and you're weaker? Like it wasn't clear. I kind of wanted to know Wagwan there, sort of thing, because the whole point of reincarnating was so that you became stronger, but you came back weaker with a new crest. What happened to your old crest? Like, you know?
You can only have one, and you get it at birth, so he wouldn't have that crest. He was reincarnated. What I got from that was that he came back and he's not at full power, and he basically has to sort of train this body up so that he has the capacity to have his old powers. That's what I thought that they were trying to get at by that, but I don't know, I might be wrong.
That was a possibility that I kind of got hinted at, but I would have liked to have known. Also, you got a little baby dragon running around, and like, she wasn't used as intelligently as I thought she could have been, in my opinion, because she's clearly the weakest out of all the dragons that were there or ever existed, and her leveling up wasn't really there, was it? It was just, she was a transport, and then at the end of it, yeah, I'll use you now. But you didn't really level her up, you didn't talk tactics, there was nothing. Yeah, I'll use you now, it's cool. She was a Pokemon without training.
I thought Iris' character changed once she became like a human girl. And although we didn't see the dragon version for a long period of time, I feel like I saw the dragon character long enough to realize that this was a massive change in character because she became a human girl. It felt like I kind of had a problem with the female characters in general. In fact, actually, I had a problem with characters. I'll start with the female characters.
Ooh.
So I would have liked to see more questions on how Matty seems to know so much about everything, including places he's never been to, including knowledge that nobody else seems to have. And this unfortunately highlights how dumb they've made the female characters, because no questions came from them, but it actually felt as if this was unintentional and the anime was actually not aware of this. It felt as if the anime believed that the girls were strong characters because they were physically strong. But they don't ask any questions, they don't come up with any plans, and they need Matty to explain absolutely everything to them. It was very disappointing.
I agree. And I say this very cautiously because it basically felt like a man wrote loads of women characters, and without actually trying to do the hard bit. They were thinking, if I make them strong, then they'll be strong, as opposed to, where's the intellectual curiosity, like you said? But you were talking in dragon language to a dragon in front of them, and no one was like, oh, where did you learn that language? It was, oh my god, you can speak dragon language? The first thing I'm going to be like is, yo, hold up, brother. Who are you? And what the hell are you doing here? Are you one of the demons? Do you get what I mean? Like, that's what I'll be thinking. Because you gave me a little bit of knowledge, and I'm trying to put 2 and 2 together, and I'm going to be accusing you of being a demon at that point. None of that happened. Second of all, you can feel the power, can't you? When the magic vein, the dragon vein, had that evil magic around it. You can feel it, can't you? Yes. How did you know it was evil? There was no training. Like, the training that he gave you was, go kill these things and go and chill out. Okay, you've done that now. You're strong enough to take on a demon. Gotcha. It felt really weak in terms of characterization. Like, they slapped on the pile of generalities and thought, yeah, we've done a thing here. You ain't done a thing.
Now, I will give them this. The anime did hint to us at passages of time, such as you would hear someone say like, oh, it only took a couple of months for this to happen. So this anime, the 12 episodes, has probably passed through a lot of time. The problem is that there wasn't enough of a distinction of the passage of time, so it made everything seem like it was happening way too quickly. What they could have probably done was like a montage of like their training or something really quick that they could do, or maybe insert a flashback or so to show that time has passed and things have happened so that it didn't just seem like it was rushed through. So I'll give them that. But like I said, I had a problem with characters. So there was of course Iris's character changing massively. There were the female characters that I've already mentioned, and then there was the principal of the second academy whose characterization seemed fully off because he is the principal of a academy that's supposed to be the top one, that is the one that every other academy looks up to. Yet his suit was old. His hair was disheveled. He didn't speak in a refined way. For someone to be able to get a position like that, you can't just come in looking anyhow that, you know, that you want to look. And it just seemed really weird, him loudly stating, like, F the king, which he really should know better than to do because of his position. Like, you don't get to a position like that offending a bunch of people. Yeah, so he was loudly proclaiming that he was going to completely ignore what the king said, and he was just screaming and being really shameless. Okay, I get it, like his character was trying to add some life to it, but I just felt like it just was too weird considering his position. I don't know, maybe I'm being too realistic here.
No, you're not being too realistic. You brought about an aspect I didn't even think of, but I do want to talk about him though, because the moment I saw him acting this way, in my head instantly, he's a demon. That's what I thought straight away. This guy's a demon, and he wasn't.
Yeah, he was just a stupid
He was just a stupid idiot, yeah?
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, okay, you kind of missed a trick here, but it's cool. It's early days. You've got tricks coming. You can't see my face right now. But yeah, where was the tricks? The same old, same old. Learn something, move on, do the task. Done it. Find it. Instantly there. Look, I've got computers. What? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. I actually really liked the use of the Magistones in this anime. I like the fact that you can actually break them and disperse its magic into the air and then use it on your weapons to enhance your own magic. I actually thought that was a really nice element of the magic system that they had going here. And of course, they've set this up for a season 2. In season 2, there'll be more chaos demons trying to basically end humanity. So there's more coming. So I'm sure that they'll tell us more about the magic system. However, it's a little bit weird that chaos demons want to end humanity, but when humanity was brought to the brink of extinction, they didn't just finish the job. They waited thousands of years for people to rebuild their societies and become stable before they decided that they were going to do anything. That was interesting. So, hot or not, Big Boy Sama, what did you think of this one?
I felt offended, to be honest, because I was really looking forward to watching this, and it's a not for me because of everything highlighted in the episode so far. And one key fact, there was no stakes, like Ruka said, and that right there would make a great anime of this genre. You failed in that position.
So last time I said that this was a not, and unfortunately it's staying right there. This is a not because although it's watchable, I feel like it's pretty childish in its approach. So maybe for a younger audience, but I did not enjoy this one. So there you have it. We've both gone for a final not.
Yeah, definitely a not. And guys, if you made it this far, we really, really appreciate you.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
Peace.